What up, y'all? Check this out. Doesn't that just look good? Fried potatoes, some jalapenos, some purple onions, some capers. I even put a little bit of asparagus and a few little sugar snap peas mixed in there. Thought I'd try something new. Next best thing's up there stuffing his face with store-bought, boring stuff.
I had Subway. I'm giving this to go.
Yeah. I'm back for cooking some good looking stuff. So, we're gonna go for our reset. We're thinking about going up to the White Sands National Park, I think it's called. But there's also a San Andreas Wildlife Refuge here fairly close as well. But the mountains look absolutely inviting. So, when I'm done scarfing this down, we're gonna go do a little exploring.
10 hours later.
10 hours later. Yeah. I think we found the mountains. Can't quite read all of that, but it says hold for something facilities at something else. I can't make it out. But check out this cool old tank. Braided together. Not sure what it is. But it sure is cool. Pull, girl. Pull. Get him up. Pull.
I don't want to get up.
Okay, guys, I know you may have a hard time seeing it, but those little dots right there at the tip of my fingernail, that's a herd of deer. Several of them scattered through there. That's the direction we're headed. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6, maybe 7. It's hard to tell. Some of them are bunched together. I'm not sure what kind they are. We're too far away and I'm not real familiar with this area. But that's where we're headed. What looks like a mine tailing pile up there that they're on.
There's 8 of them.
Well, they have made it right down into that area right there now. We probably won't get much closer without scaring them off. And there used to be some mining in this area. Some old pans, buckets. It's like we just came across some sort of little prospector's cabin or line shack for a ranch or something here. It's not terribly old, you can tell by the design of the nails. They're manufactured with heads. But back in the early 1900s and late 1800s, there was a ranch in the area. Whatever this was is a ring of rocks.
Here's an engine block.
There's an old oil pan. Here's another oil pan. A 6-cylinder of some type. Isn't that just cool? Anybody out there know what it is? Okay, so if that was flipped over, it looks like it would say 1/1876 on those numbers right there, side there. There's the rear end to whatever that was. Somebody tell me what this is. What part of history did that come from? Check out the cool old nail-on boot heel. I wonder what kind of country that boot saw. Wouldn't that be interesting if it could talk? Some sort of hinged door. Surrounded by brass, I guess. Maybe copper. So cool. Part of an old tire. A whole bunch of old cans. Be interesting to do some metal detecting here and really dig in and see what's here. No telling what person might find. Old coins. Never know. This is a pretty good sized little building though, because right through there is actually a concrete foundation. Looks like a good 24 by 24. RCCM Company, St. Louis, Missouri. So when I looked RCCM Company up in St. Louis, Missouri, it showed a spice and flavorings company from back around 1915. Does anybody else get as excited as I do over these old antique finds? If you can identify any of this stuff, drop a comment or forward it to somebody you know that might be good with antiques. Because there's some pretty cool stuff here. It's a brad of some type. It's got something stamped on the head of it. Well guys, looks like I just found one of the most important buildings of a homestead. The Privy, otherwise known as the outhouse. Even has little moons cut into it. Wow, somebody went to great lengths on this one. They even had screen to keep the bugs out. Isn't that just cool? Some sort of little shelf. Cool little door. And it's right here behind another building that was also on a concrete foundation. So that tells you it wasn't terribly, terribly old. Looks like a door off some sort of a stove. What kind of dreams were there here that died with this little homestead? Here's part of that old car. It may help you guys that are car people to identify it. Timing cover plate, suspension parts, looks like probably the rear assembly, rear trunk assembly area of some sort. There's a fender, there's a camshaft with the boot in the way. Look at that old fender, it's all shaded. Check that out. That is just too cool. Another fender. More fender. Oh, here's the back of the cab. Maybe a roof panel. More structure of some sort. An old wheel. Wow. All these years old and they're not even structurally rusty. Down there in that brush is the other fender assembly from the other side. There's two more wheels. There's a side of a hood, I'm guessing. And this thing is still solid enough somebody could put it back together, or at least large portions of it. You see that shiny spot right there? It's where we were just at, the old car body parts. And over in there you can see the structure of the first building we came to. The second one's hidden right there on the other side. This used to be somebody's homestead, their home, their life. Now it's almost gone. And it would be so interesting to know the stories that took place right there. What are you doing down there, girl? So I found this really cool tree next to this really large boulder, and I climbed up it because it's such a cool view from up here. Look out across that valley. And by the way, those far mountains over there are Mexico. Now you can see the old homestead better from up here. Right there it is. What a cool place to have a house. Well, I found it. From way back in the valley, I can see a little bit of snow up on the mountain. And where I'm at here, I'm down in a little arroyo. And I found a little bit of snow. Nothing like mountain snow, guys. Even Doggo agrees. Mountain snow's good stuff. Something died up here. Probably one of those deer that's up here in the mountains, but I'm no expert, so who knows. Y'all tell me what you think. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but there is just something that is warming to the soul about a small fire. Look at those mountains up there. Doggo eating snow over there. I just, for some reason, never feel like I've truly been out in nature if I haven't been able to sit back for a few minutes and enjoy a small fire. And of course, make sure it's safely put out when you're done. So I found I don't know what this is. I have no idea what kind of small bush or tree this is, but it's nestled back against this rock face up an arroyo. Right down in there is a dry wash where I can sit back. A little bit of smoke from when I first started the fire was dissipated by all these branches. So unless somebody actually walks right up on me, they'll never even know I was here. Let that soak into your soul for a few minutes. This is known as the cave. Right there is the cave under this massive cliff. What a view. So coming back out, the sunset was ahead of us, but I kept seeing all these people pull over on the side of the road, looking back towards the mountains. And I couldn't figure out why until the angle of the truck got in the right position for me to be able to see that moon coming up over the mountain in the rear there. It's just a big white spot in this camera, but you can actually see with the naked eye all the little dark spots on the surface of the moon. It's just gorgeous. There's something really cool. Right there, look at the deer running. See that deer moving across that gold spot?